Hey guys, this is Carla, and this time I'm here with a review for episode 16. I kept forgetting the number, I'm sorry. Episode 16 of season 8 of Castle. This episode is titled Heartbreaker, and it was all about Javi, which I enjoyed. Now, that doesn't necessarily mean that I liked the episode. Honestly, I didn't really care for it all that much. I thought the plot had been done before. I thought it was a bit predictable. I mean, come on, we all knew that that the woman whose name escapes me right now, I just watched it, man. Anyway, the woman was going to turn out to be in on the job, so it's been done before. I was expecting it. I also kind of knew who the other guy would be because the bartender, the actor who plays him, I've seen him in other roles before. Like, I remember him from, like, CSI Miami and stuff. So, I've seen him in other roles before. I know he plays these kinds of characters. And so, I kind of, it's that thing where the one person you recognize is going to turn out to be the bad guy. Well, that happened to me. So, I knew he was going to be involved somehow. I liked the woman. I thought she was fun, honestly. I thought she had a good attitude, apart from the fact that she was a thief and a murderer, I guess. But not a murderer. She was involved in the murder. Anyway, I liked her. I don't really see the point. I mean, I like getting to know more about Javi because we really don't know enough about him. I loved seeing his family. And, his mother making food for everybody and treating Ryan like a second child. And it was so adorable. And I'm glad that we got this chance. But it's not really a memorable episode for me. I thought it was, it was fairly predictable in most cases. I wasn't expecting the father thing, though. I wasn't expecting Great White to be her father. So I have to admit that. But the rest of it, I kind of already knew was coming. And I feel if she's going back to jail and not getting back together with Javi, then it's kind of pointless in a way. So I have to say I didn't really care. I was eating while I was watching it. And honestly, I was more focused on the food than I was on the episode. Because it didn't grab my attention. But I do have to say, I did look up and stared at it unflinchingly by the end of the episode. Like when she said that she loved Javi and Javi turned to her and started talking to her. Major props to John Huertas because that speech was amazing. He is so great and he's not given enough opportunity in this show to show what he really can do. I also do think that the fact that he was engaged 9 years ago kind of explains some things. Like it might explain why he wasn't ready to commit with Lainey, for example. I'm still holding out hope for those two, but it does explain his reluctance to commit. I mean, the last time he was engaged, his fiancée turned out to be a thief, so I guess it makes sense in that way. I didn't really connect with this case at all. And I also thought, well, first of all, Castle didn't do much of anything either, which bothers me because I had the same complaint with the previous episode. It was the exact same complaint that Castle just wasn't doing enough. He wasn't involving himself enough. And then they do it again in this one. So that kind of bothered me a bit. And also, the whole thing with Linus and, what's her name, Laura? Or whatever, the Siri-like thingy. I find that very stupid, honestly. I mean, just the fact that Castle is kind of all about the little device, and then Beckett is, like, jealous of the machine. And then in the end, she changes it to Linus, and then Linus starts treating Castle, like a nuisance. I think it's too silly. I don't buy it anymore, and I wish they could give Castle and Beckett better things to do. You know what I mean? I get that this was Javi's episode, and of course Ryan was there because he's Javi's partner, but I wish that they could have given Castle and Beckett something better to do. I wish we could have seen Lainey more too, because I do think where Javi's involved, she should be involved too. I mean, did she know that he was engaged 9 years ago? And it's just, I feel like the plot itself, the murder plot itself, was kind of predictable and overdone, and then there was nothing else that was interesting for me to feel like it balanced out. You know what I mean? So yeah, not my favorite episode ever, certainly. I do have to give mad props to John Huertas, because he was fantastic. It was his episode and he carried it, honestly. That speech at the end when he finally arrested Sonia, that was her name, huh? When he finally arrested Sonia again, that speech was great. This guy has mad talent, and they should give him more to do. I don't know that the episode itself, the storyline, and the subplots were any memorable, and I really wish they will stop with this stupid Linus and thing, because it's just not funny. It might have been funny the first time around. It's not funny anymore. So please quit it, Castle writers. Don't go that way. And just because Beckett is the captain doesn't mean that she can't do anything anymore. I mean, they left her out of this entire episode, basically. So, you know, I'm not very happy with this one. I do hope that the next one is better. We're coming up on the end of the season now, or at least the second half, so I do hope that things start picking up, especially when it comes to Logsat, because we didn't really get any of that in this episode, and I was hoping to get at least a little bit of something, some tidbit about it in every episode, and obviously it didn't happen in this one. So yeah, I'm kind of disappointed by this. I usually, even if the episodes aren't great, at least Castle is entertaining. The plot itself is entertaining. This one just wasn't. So I have to say I'm not very happy with this. Hopefully we'll get better in future episodes. Anyway, that's pretty much it for my review. As usual, be sure to visit our website at thegeekypub.com. We have reviews not just for previous Castle episodes, but also for other TV shows, books, movies, games. We have a ton of stuff in there, so be sure to visit and check it out. And also please remember to subscribe to our YouTube channel, because that's usually where our reviews go up first. Most of the time, even before they hit the website, they're up on YouTube. So if you don't want to miss anything we upload, then you have to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Also, if you like my reviews, you can find me on Twitter at Girls Are Weird, on Tumblr at Girls Are Weird. Yeah, that's with spaces in between, by the way. And if you like hearing to me talk about random geeky stuff, then I also do have another YouTube channel called Bookending. That's bookend.i.ng. You can just look it up on YouTube, and I talk about the ending of books, basically, and then just fangirl all over that, depending on whether I love it or hate it. So that's it for me today. I will see you guys on my next review. Bye.